About 3 years ago, I was on my way to my girlfriend's parents' house on Christmas Eve. I had never met her family before, so I was a nervous wreck already about that, and didn't get any sleep the night before. I had to work that morning too, so I didn't hit the road until about 10 at night. She had gone up a few days earlier, and their house was 3 hours away. The good thing about traveling on Christmas Eve so late is that no one is on the roads with you. The bad thing is that, well, no one is on the roads with you. And about an hour in, I was starting to fall asleep at the wheel, making me want to pull over. Her parents lived in a nice area, but the area I was in when I was ready to fall asleep was not a good one. I didn't want to stay on the back roads, so I made it to a nearby town where I could pull over and take a quick nap. The place I picked was well lit, but it was pretty obvious I was still in a bad neighborhood. There was a broken beer bottle in the center of the road, and at least two of the houses that I drove past on the street were boarded with "Do Not Enter" spray painted on the walls. That and some other colorful graffiti. And I was driving my own parents' new Lexus, since my 2006 Camry didn't have the tires to handle the snow put on yet. I wanted to get the hell out of there quick. I had all their Christmas gifts she and I bought together in addition to the ones I bought myself, so it was obvious I had some things that would probably be worth stealing to some people. They were all visible through the window. I sent my girlfriend a text and told her I'd be slightly late. I then set an alarm on my phone to ensure that I'd wake up in about 30 minutes or so. The time was 11:17. I didn't wait for my girlfriend to reply and instead just laid my seat back, locked my doors, and passed out. I woke up at 11:41 according to my dashboard. I didn't move for a second because I was still in that weird moment of understanding that I was actually awake. Then I heard scratching on my window, my back window. Then it stopped. That's when I realized the alarm didn't go off because it hadn't been 30 minutes yet. And as tired as I was, something had to have woken me up. And then I heard the scratching again. And then clicked that the scratching was what disturbed my slumber. And then heard some mumbling coming from outside. 2 male voices. Maybe 3, I can't really remember. I hadn't sat up yet and only had my left eye slightly open. I could see one guy on the left of my door and heard the handle make the familiar pop noise when you try to open it. I lay still for a minute. I didn't think either one of them had seen me yet, and to be honest, I was scared shitless and didn't even think of making a move as they popped all my thankfully locked doors. Then, suddenly, my phone starts vibrating and ringing like crazy. The fucking alarm goes off, and the sound of a bunch of fists banging on my car doors. I could hear the men on the outside yelling at each other, and then they started banging on my doors even harder. One of them was yelling at me to get out of the car. Apparently, they hadn't realized I was in there. I had the seat reclined, so I'm not surprised they didn't see me, but I didn't care either. Thankfully, I had left the keys in the ignition. I sat up without readjusting the seat and turned the car on. I floored the hell out of there, causing the tires to slip at the back because of the snow and the ice. I looked in my rearview mirror to see if I had lost them. I didn't even get a glimpse before I heard several more popping noises, but these noises, they sounded like a gun. I didn't see anything because I was far away, but I didn't care to turn around and double check to see if it was actually a gun or not. Instead, I called my girlfriend. I was going to tell her what had happened, but I decided not to ruin her holiday. Plus, I didn't want her family thinking I was some crazy person who makes up stories for something, so I never reported the incident. Instead, I arrived at her parents' house and we had Christmas like most other people. She and I ended up breaking up a year later, and even still, I never told her what happened. But that's the last time I ever sleep in a car at night again.